So, hello everyone once again, and today what I have what I have learned is in this session 5 of the book Word Power Made Easy, I've learned about the concept of root words, and earlier we talked of some words which are quite, we just have some go through of those words. We do not know the meaning, how they are originated, or how we are going to speak of those words. But today we are going to learn those words again and some new words also through the root word concept. So we'll pick up a root word and then try to bisect the meaning of those words. So let's start with some of the words. I will be explaining you the some of the. I will be first telling you the meaning of those words, not the meaning, the words, and then from where, what is the root word for those words, and then explain you what does those words mean. I'm sure if I'll explain the root word, you can derive the actual meaning of those words. So I will be also trying to explain. Basically, I will be also trying to read the root words and trying to explain the meaning in the term of those root words only. So let's see if I will be able to explain those or not. If not, then I'll learn. And yes, let's start. So the words are internal and internist. So internal means, so internal, it means, intern means inside. So something which is inside, then inter. So there are two words. Internal, it means something inside the body, and internist. Internist is basically related to some doctors who look after the internal part of the body, not the surgical part, but look after the internal part of the body. Such as if you have a fever, you go for the to a doctor and he will prescribe you the medicines. And if you have some kind of disease like cough or something, so you go to that doctor, he will look after you. Or you go in the doctor and then there is some X-rays or CT scan or some all other things that are being done. So these are all the things that are being done by the internist. Don't confuse this with the intern. Intern is someone who is practicing something. Internist is skilled. Intern is also skilled. I am saying this. So some I can say I went to the doctor because basically I went to an internist because I have a mild fever. So I was having a mild fever. That's why I went to the internist, and he will look after me and prescribe me the medicines that are required. Now, some other words are obs- obstetric, obstetric, obstetrician, obstetrician, obstetrics. So obstetrician, obstetrician comes from the word obstetrics, and obstetrics means midwife, midwife, and birth. So someone who lives, who is there when the baby was getting born. So at that time, that means if I say obstetrics, it means childbirth science. The study of childbirth science is obstetrics, and obstetrician is a doctor who look after the patient at the time of pregnancy. So this is the thing. So an obstetrician helps during the time of delivery. Okay. Now there are some other words. So this is pediatrics and pediatrician. So you have learned, you know about this word, basically pedophile. So pedophile means someone who, pedo means children and phile means love. So someone who loves children in a negative way, those are the pedophile. Now, if I say pediatrics and pediatrician, so how will you understand this word? So pediatrics or pediatrician, trician means doctor, who is doctor, and pediatric, pedophile, pedo. So someone who is a child doctor, it's pediatrician. and someone who treats the child. Child treatment is pediatrics. And yeah, this is the thing. Also, there is one other root words you have listened, that if you are driving or if you are cycling, then we say that pedal the cycles or pedal the cycle. Or if you are walking at the side of the road, then you are said that walk on the pedestal of the roadside. So what does this pedal or pedestal mean? So there is also a root word for that. Pedal. Pedal means foot. So this foot is pedal. Uh, there is also something that is known as pedagogy or demagogy. So agos, it means leading. So pedagogy means, peda means leading, and goji means uh, basically, peda means teacher, and jogi means leading. So someone who is leading children or teaching children, that is pedagogy. And you can also say this as, in other words, or what is the actual meaning of this is, there are different methods by which teachers teach. So the way teachers teach by different methods, these are all pedagogy, different ways of teaching. And then there is demagogue. So demagogue means, demo means people and goge means leading. So leader of people who tries to mislead people from their words. So these are demagogue. Also there is, if you see somewhere dharma, it means skin. Skin, dharma. So if you see somewhere written dharma, it means skin. And you can form various types of word from this word dharma. Dermatologist, doctor of skin. Then there is dermat dermatologist. So epidermis, ep means ep means it's outer. So epidermis, outer skin. Then there is hypodermic. Hypo means inside, so inside the skin. Then there is hyper skin, is hypodermis. Hyper means high, outside the skin. I went to a dermatologist for acne. So if I go for a dermatologist for something that happens on my skin, then I'll go to the dermatologist. Then there is one root word that is ophthalmol. Ophthalmos. So there is a word that is called ophthalmos. You can relate it with optics. Ophthalmos, eyes, ophthalmos. So a doctor who is the doctor of eyes, then I say it as ophthalmologist. Ophthalmologist, doctor of eyes. And the study of this is known as ophthalmology. So if there is some problem in my eyes, or my eyes are giving water or something like that, then I'll go to the ophthalmologist. I will not go to the optician. They are not the doctor. They are prescribed to give the goggles, not the medicines. They are prescribed to only give the medicines, not the medicine, only the number of this device. So they are opticians. But the doctor of eyes is ophthalmologist. Then there is one suffix that is used at the last of the words, and this is, if I say there someone is optician and someone is physician. So the suffix here is ICIAN, and that means expert in something. So if I say optician, it means the person is expert in optics or the eyes. So expert eye, expert doctor is optician. So physician, someone who is expert in, someone who is very expert. Expert doctor is physician. Then there are some other words that are optometrics and optometry. So metris, measurement, measurement. Optometrics means eye measurement. So if you go for a eye checkup, then that thing is known as optometry. And there you are trying to check up your eyes. Then the doctor will say you that you have this type of disease, hypermetropia, onomatopoeia. These are diseases. and you are being diagnosed, or you are now going to wear this numbers goggles. So these are the things. And yeah, if I have to sum up this, I will say, in when I had a skin problem, if I had a skin problem, I went to the dermatologist. If I have eye problem, I'll go to the ophthalmologist. If I have a heart problem, I'll go with the cardiologist. If anywhere I have a bone related problem, then I'll go to the orthopedist. If there is any skin related problem, then I'll go to the dermatologist. If I have vision related problem, I'll go with the dermatologist. No, dermatologist, ophthalmologist. And if I have to go and check up my vision, what is the number of my goggle or anything like that, then I'll go to the optician. Not the optician, optometrist. And someone who create these glasses after going to the optician is the optician. So this was it in the session 5 of the book, Word Power Made Easy. And there are a lot of exercises as well. I am doing this, but not able to do more fluently as what I was thinking that I'll be doing it. But not trying to do that. Also, my exams are going on currently, so there is no enough time for me to practice as well. So you have seen me fumbling from in few words because I have not practiced more of those words in my practice what I practice when I read those books. So this was all about today's video. Until then, bye bye.